Oh my god.
We are live.
Live, nice.
Pretty sure we are anyway.
Hello. That's all you get. That's my
Hello.
intro. Hello. That's it.
That's very good.
Come and sit down. Hurry up.
Sorry. Just gonna double check it then.
Oh yeah.
Make sure you are live.
Yeah, but what the hell is that?
Well, lucky we're not seeing my shirt then, are we? There you are.
Yeah, all good?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's crack her open. I'm so excited. I've been waiting for this for so long.
I'm good. You don't know what it is? You can't remember?
It is Case Files. I do believe they're an Aussie company. And they have different varying levels of smartness. Uh-oh. I already cut open something.
Oh no.
We got the dumb one, because we haven't done these before. Anyway, there's a case file and we have to solve it. Watch me struggle to open it. Yeah, I already accidentally cut some evidence bags, I think.
Ow.
There we go. Can we see it? Good-o.
Okay.
Murder at the Mount.
Right.
Difficulty rating 3 stars.
Okay, well, shit.
There you go. Can we see? That's their tag, their handle. Alright, let's open the thing I already opened. Nope, didn't work. Oh my god. Yeah, shut up. It's not my fault. There we go. Uh-oh, we got something. How to play.
Oh yeah.
So we've got to read through the case file and get to know the story-rich characters. Each mystery is full of immersive case files, including evidence-like photographs, interviews, and newspaper and other items. Work through the objectives. Each case comes with a series of objectives that guide you through the story. It's your job to link the clues together and solve the crime. After solving the final objective, you'll close the case and put the guilty person behind bars where they belong, proving once and for all that you are a genuine Sherlock Holmes. And there's a QR code to make sure we got it right.
Oof.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, and there are hints online through that QR code as well if we get stuck.
Okay.
Alright.
Ready?
Crack her open. It's a special filing cabinet down there.
Definitely not the floor. Oof, this is a lot.
Ooh.
Making sure that's it.
Exciting.
Alrighty.
Well, I think we start here. Just a hunch. I'm already solving mysteries right now.
Oh yeah?
Objective 2, Objective 3, and the solution.
Okay. Well,
Let's not look at any of that before we open
just,
that.
Yep, start this thing. Not that way. Try this side.
There you go.
That's better. Glad that was picked up.
I have no idea what to expect. I've never done anything like this before. I'm probably going to be really bad at it. The closest thing I've ever done is one of those
Escape rooms.
escape room advent calendar. We got it for Christmas like 3 years ago. We still haven't finished it.
Yeah, right. 2. Oh, I suppose. Yeah, okay. 2. Info at caseclosedetectives.com from Brandon.cole at
It was Brandon, he did it.
tarangapd.com.
Yeah, it's set in New Zealand, I believe.
Taranga. Subject, request for consultation on a mysterious case. Y'all can witness how bad I am at English. There you go. To whom it may concern. I hope this email finds you well. My name is Brandon Cole, a sergeant from the Taranga Police Department. I'm reaching out to you with a special request for your services as consulting detectives to assist us in unravelling a perplexing case that has recently come across my desk. On the evening of January 31st, 2021, recent, a distressing incident took place
Not based on a true story.
Oh, well, I'm not interested then. Took place outside a local bar. The lifeless body of a 38-year-old male was discovered, having suffered a fatal gunshot wound. It appears that the victim stepped out into the adjacent alleyway for a smoke, only to meet his tragic demise there. What a shame.
Smoking kills people.
Our investigation has brought us to a list of suspects, each of whom claims to have had an alibi for the night in question. Regrettably, we have been unable to find any fresh leads or substantial evidence, leaving us at a standstill on the case. In light of those circumstances, I have taken the liberty of sending you the case file for your thorough examination. However, it is important to note that we have deliberately withheld certain crucial pieces of evidence from the crime scene. We kindly request that you treat this case with the utmost confidentiality. Whoops.
We'll broadcast it to the world.
Our expertise and insight into this matter would be immensely valuable. I sincerely hope that you can uncover any leads or offer fresh perspectives that may aid me in progressing with the investigation. Good luck, detectives. Respectfully, Brendan Cole, Sergeant, Taronga Police Department. Interesting, Brendan. Wow.
So, I guess we just get stuck into the evidence then.
Well, let's look at objective number 1.
Well, I already showed the camera.
Oh, did you? Wow.
Yeah.
Which 2 people are lying in their alibi? Well,
okay, so now we'll have to go through these things. It's so... I really love it. I love the attention to detail. Like, here's a little pamphlet for the freaking hotel and everything. Like, how cool is that?
Is it
I wonder if it's like... Imagine if it was a legit place.
Well, it could be.
So we have Alex Jenkins. He's just from New Zealand. That's it. That's all you get. He's from New Zealand. Then we have some evidence markers in a grimy old place. Camera's already seen these. A bullet casing and a cigarette butt. Okay, here's...
Was that the guy that died, I'm assuming?
Well, here's the post-mortem examination of Alex Jenkins.
There you go. Yep, that makes sense.
You are correct. Okay, and that's...
Right, well,
I guess that's where it happened. Okay. Post-mortem examination. Bruising in the head, single gunshot wound. Cool. A male individual succumbed to severe internal injuries caused by a gunshot wound to the chest. The bullet's trajectory inflicted significant damage to vital organs, leading to cardiac failure or exsanguination. Vampires. Additionally, examination revealed an older injury to the left eye and cheekbone, approximately 1 day old, which had already healed. The probable cause of death is listed as severe loss of blood and cardiac failure due to severe internal injuries resulting from a gunshot wound to the chest. The nature and severity of the injuries strongly indicate a deliberate act of violence. Further investigation into the circumstances surrounding this incident is recommended. It has been marked as a homicide. Okay. And here we have the local newspaper. What's that? Oh, you get a free pizza.
Damn.
Here it is, roll credits. Murder at the Mount. Let's ignore the head-on collision that claims 2 lives.
It's probably more important than this.
A horrifying incident that has sent shockwaves through the tight-knit community of Mount Moan. Yep, not going to try that one. Sorry, Kiwis. I don't know how to do that. Okay, Alex Jenkins, a well-known and respected hotel manager, was fatally shot in an alleyway outside Regular Joe's bar last night. The untimely demise of the 38-year-old has left residents stunned and grieving, while local law enforcement officers intensify their efforts to bring the perpetrator to justice. Okay, so I guess that's all the police reports for these suspects. Oh, yum, I want some chips, look at that.
Hungry. Don't do that.
Alright, here we go.
Signed to Brendan Cole. Oh, this is the idiot. Grayson Green.
It was him.
Yep.
Who named someone Grayson?
Exactly. And who's named Grayson? That doesn't do matter. Serena. Oh, it was her.
It was her, yeah.
Who names that person Serena? And expect her not to kill. Tane. I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Mr. Briers. There we go. That's better. Probably not. Maybe not.
He definitely looks guilty.
Oh, nah, this one. Yeah, Roy. Good old fucking
You know what though?
50-year-old Roy.
It's going to be this one because we said we didn't say anything about him. So now we've accused all of them. We're right no matter what.
Yep.
Okay, this is Grayson Green's statement. On that night, I was working the day shift at the Mountain View Hotel. Hey, that's that one.
Mm-hmm.
Once my shift ended, I had dinner with my wife. Pfft, liar. We had a little argument around 8 p.m. I decided to go out for a while to clear my head and went to La Bodega Bar, where I had a couple of drinks and stayed from 8:30 p.m. until midnight.
Down here.
Oh, look at you using the map and everything.
Mm-hmm. So, dead men, bar.
Right.
What's his name? Brandon?
Grayson Green.
Grayson. Close enough.
Brandon's the sergeant.
Grayson's house is over here.
Right.
Right. Regular Joe's bar's over here. Right. That'll come in helpful. Probably never.
Never. Well, I have a play-by-play dictated interview.
Oh, yes.
But I'm not reading all of that out.
Yeah, fair enough.
So you go ahead and read your statement.
Okay. This is Roy, 50-year-old Navy veteran. Who knows? Was on the night shift at the Mountain View Hotel.
That's it. It was him.
It was one of these two. On the 31st of Jan, I arrived at 5:50 p.m. just before my shift started and didn't leave the hotel all night. You can confirm my whereabouts with Nina Harmon, one of the housekeepers who was on shift with me the entire evening.
Okay, but where's the first opening statement we had that you read out? The first letter we got?
Ah, this one.
Because what time did he go outside for a cigarette?
Doesn't. On the evening of January 31st, 2021.
Does it say when he was when it was called in?
Was it just no lifeless body over 30? No, it doesn't. It just says on the evening of January 31st, 2021. Body of a 38-year-old male was discovered. Fatal gunshot wound. Stepped out into the adjacent alleyway for a smoke and to meet his tragic demise there. That's it.
Okay.
That's really all the timeline you get.
That's Zeus's input. He's the cadaver dog on this case.
So with Nina. Neither of these people are Nina, so liar. There's no one named Nina.
No Ninas exist.
No Ninas.
My grandmother's name was Nina.
Well, no it's not.
Well, she died a couple of years ago, so...
Well, sorry. I'm going to stop talking.
So Grayson says Alex and I became friends when my wife and I got together. They went to uni together, got along, and when he became the hotel manager at the Mountain View Hotel, he helped Grayson get a job there. His wife Mia and himself had a disagreement. It was nothing serious, one of those typical marital tiffs. Both needed some space. He went to the bar, the bodega place. The argument didn't have anything to do with Alex Jenkins. Simply dealing with some personal matters. The detective asked, so you two got along quite well then? And Grayson said, yes, well, we had our moments. He said he was my boss. What can I say? It's hard for someone to be both your boss and your bro. Sometimes he was difficult. Detective said that he received information from a witness who claims to have seen Grayson having a frustrated outburst towards Alex several days before his murder. And Grayson said it was a heated argument, frustrated because he'd been scheduling Grayson to work the weekends consistently, and it was starting to take a toll on his personal life. He apologised, and he regrets it. He said it was unprofessional, he regrets it.
Well, he did it.
So the detective questioned why Grayson was still only an assistant manager and hadn't moved any further up, and Grayson said that he's still the assistant manager because Alex was sending bad recommendations to all the places that Grayson applied to. And Grayson said that made him angry, that Alex was supposed to be his friend, and the detective asked, angry enough to kill him? So it wasn't like that, we had our differences, but he would never kill him, he just yelled at him. Grayson said Alex wasn't the nicest dude. He did whatever he wanted and didn't think about the people he hurt along the way. And the detective asked Grayson, if you didn't kill him, who did? Grayson said, I've told you everything that comes to mind. I genuinely want to assist in any way I can to find justice for Alex, but that's everything I know. And he has requested that the detective not mention the argument or what I said about Alex to my wife, Mia, because she's still devastated by Alex's passing, and he doesn't want to add any unnecessary burden or grief. Well, that was his interview. This is a witness statement. Oh, he got his wife too. A witness statement confirmed that Grayson Green was a friend of mine. He's known since university. Incident took place on January 31st at the bar La Bodega Hotel. Sometime after 10 p.m, Grayson approached the bar and generously bought a round of drinks for the whole table. That's it, just a bunch of drinks. I know there's more. Grayson mentioned he was facing some challenges in his personal life, mostly work and lately within his marriage. He left shortly after midnight. No, nothing interesting there. This is his wife's witness statement. Grayson followed his usual routine that Sunday, working his afternoon shift at Mountain View Hotel. We had plans to spend some time together that evening as he worked the night shift the weekend before. When we arrived home around 6:30, we sat down together for dinner. Unfortunately, that evening we had a bit of an argument. Emotions ran high. We both said some things that we regretted. He is frustrated at work, and sometimes that frustration comes home with him. As the evening progressed, Grayson felt the need for some space and time to reflect. Around 8 p.m, he decided to go to the bar, where his uni mates often met up for drinks. A couple of hours later, Grayson returned home. It was shortly after midnight. I could tell he'd had a few beers, but nothing else seemed out of the ordinary. We put the night behind us, and it wasn't until I received a call from a friend the following morning that we found out that Alex had been murdered. We've known Alex for years, and there is no way Grayson would do anything like this to him. She says that Alex knew Grayson was ready to move on from the job at the hotel and even offered to write a recommendation for him to apply to other positions around New Zealand. Yep, that's all there.
Definitely him.
Okay, well that's his little packet.
Okay.
What have you got on Roy?
Roy. This man is unstable. No, he's not. I haven't read much. Just the first words.
Oops. I put the guy that's been murdered on this witness statement.
Yeah, no, don't do that. He got asked from the detective to put his hands down because he was covering his face. I don't know if that's relevant, but then Roy says that he doesn't know how many times he has to tell you lot. He doesn't know anything. He's not broken up. He's not shedding any crocodile tears for Alex, as quoted in here, word for word. I may have had my differences with him, but I didn't want him dead. Day before the murder, he was in a fight. Multiple eyewitnesses who stated that you were in a fight with Alex.
That'll be his 1-day-old healed bruises on the face.
So that would explain that. I know this had nothing to do with what happened to Alex. Giving him a good hiding and bumping him off of worlds apart. So you did hit him on the 30th? Yep. So he's agreed to hitting him on the 30th.
Assault.
Good man. He'd done it because he was arrogant and egotistical. And Alex needed a reality check. So instead of getting fired, all he got done was extra shifts and do some anger management classes.
Oh, does that sound like someone we know?
Oh yeah. True that. It's not the first time they've had an assault with each other, so that's. So they've had on and off hateful relationship for about 8 years. Yeah, 8 years. So Roy's talking about himself having more experience than Alex and Grayson already.
At the hotel.
And at their hotel and not being the actual management, even though he's been there a lot longer than both of them.
Oh yeah. Sounds like a boomer problem.
Sounds like a boomer problem.
Yeah. May I have a look at his blue piece of paper, please?
Sure.
Thanks.
Yeah, he doesn't care at all about the death. So.
Right.
Yeah, I reckon this guy, to be honest.
Keeping in mind that right now all we're trying to establish is who is lying about their alibi.
Two
people.
Two
Yes.
people, I believe. Wherever that objective one went. Oh yeah. Okay.
So is there a witness statement from Nina Harmon in there?
Oh, look at that. There is two. Alright. This is from Roy. Work at the hotel as a housekeeper. No, this is from Jackie. Who the fuck's Jackie? Jackie Adams is not on there. Let me just do Nina Harmon first, because I know who Nina Harmon is.
Yep.
Nina Harmon is
she is meant to be his alibi.
She's meant to be alibi and a housekeeper. I worked alongside Roy during his entire shift at the Mountain Hotel View. Oh, fuck both of them. They're both lying. I can verify that he was at work at the evening of the murder. On that night, Roy and I both started our shifts at 6 p.m. Lies, because he just said was on here 5:50.
That's pretty. I go to work 10 minutes early.
Yes, but in a police statement, details matter. As someone that I've watched on TV have said, details matter.
Good job.
Thank you.
Law and Order.
Yep, not
Cast
at all
him.
who I'm referring to. As a housekeeper, I unfortunately had to work closely with him throughout the evening. Roy was there and actively working at the hotel the entire night. It was a busy evening going from one issue to the next. It's no secret that Roy had a strained relationship with Alex. It was as plain as day that he harboured a lot of resentment towards him. Roy often and openly criticised and expressed his frustrations at Alex, and it was clear that the interactions were everything but friendly. I heard that Roy punched Alex a couple of days ago. Oh yeah, this is the second.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. which would explain why he was scheduled for the next 4 weekends in a row, where he was very open that he thought he could do a better job of running the hotel than Alex, which he knew used to get under his skin. It's good to know that Roy's difficult personality and demeanour were not exclusive to his relationship with Alex. Many of the hotel staff found Roy challenging to work with because of his attitude and behaviour. He's really old school and everything has to be done his way. However, despite the strained dynamics within the hotel, I can confirm that Roy remained on site throughout a shift on the night of the murder. Note, please keep this statement confidential. If Roy were to read this, he would make my life miserable. Interesting. So everyone's got something to hide from someone. So Nina doesn't want Roy to find out about this.
This woman doesn't want her husband to find out, or vice versa, whichever it was. No. Yeah, carry on.
So this is Jackie Adams, someone that we've never heard of yet. Work at the hotel as a housekeeper. This is another housekeeper. And a few days ago, while I was cleaning up in one of the fancy suites on the top floor, I stumbled upon this small bag tucked away in the corner. Something about it felt off. I looked inside and there was this fine white powder in there. I knew I had to do something about it, so I decided to take the bag to Roy, the assistant hotel manager. He's always been serious about keeping the hotel's reputation squeaky clean. I thought he'd know what to do. Roy called for a staff meeting the following morning and suggested we'll take a drug test to figure out who owned the stuff. Seemed like a bit much, but he was really serious about it. Then comes Alex, the hotel manager, and he just brushes off Roy's concerns like they were nothing. It was so strange because Alex is usually on top of things like this. Roy got more and more frustrated by the minute. It's his way or the highway, and he didn't like it when anyone disagreed with him.
They were Alex's drugs.
Alex and Roy are constantly at each other's throats, and when Alex pulled the rank, Roy lost it. He ended up throwing a punch. Everyone in the room was stunned into silence. It was like a soap opera playing out right in front of us. Thankfully, the other staff quickly broke up the fight, but the tension was thick. Alex didn't let Roy off easily. That's for sure. He scheduled him to work weekends for the next few weeks as punishment. The hotel owners thought it was fair to remind him about keeping his cool, but honestly, I thought he could have faced more consequences for doing something like that. After that incident, things got a bit weird around the hotel. People were taking sides, and rumours were flying like crazy. As a housekeeper, I try to stay out of the drama, but it's hard when it affects everyone. I was just hoping things would get back to normal, and then we got the call that Alex had been murdered. The hotel was never going to be the same again. From Jackie Adams.
Alright. So far, Roy's alibi sounds pretty solid.
Yeah. Suppose.
Well, now it's going to get interesting because I'm going to talk about Serena Keller, which sounds awfully like killer to me. And get this, she is his ex-girlfriend.
Alex's?
Yeah. Okay, her police report statement, says, Alex and I broke up a few weeks ago. We haven't seen each other since. On the 31st, I was working until 7:30 p.m, wrapping up a big order at work. Once I finished, I went straight home. I wanted to relax and spend time with my sister. So we had dinner together and shared a bottle of wine. We enjoyed ourselves and unwound until I went to bed around 11:30 p.m. I had no contact with Alex the entire day.
Helpful.
Pardon me.
Very good.
We ended things a few weeks before the incident. Got a statement from her sister apparently, confirming her alibi. Went home around 8 p.m, exhausted from the day. Spent the evening together with my sister, relaxing at home. We watched Netflix, enjoyed some wine, had a cozy night in. We both called it a day and went to bed around 11:30. Yes, but what were you watching on Netflix?
You.
Oh, yeah? So the detective asked, were you together the whole evening? She said, yes, we were. We didn't leave the house at all. It was typical evening, catching up on each other's lives and sharing a couple of laughs. So your sister believes you're better off without Alex. Can you elaborate on that? She said, sisters are, you know what sisters are like. I don't think anyone will be good enough in her eyes. She just didn't know the Alex that I knew. He was something special. He was always a life of the party, had a way of making everyone smile. Now he's gone, I just don't know how I will find anyone I will love like I loved Alex. So she's been staying with her sister since the breakup. She said she's a great sister. And the detective said she would do anything for you. Does that include lying to cover up your whereabouts? The detective says the only person who can testify that you were at the house all night is your sister, and family members don't tend to be the most reliable witnesses. Serena says, don't know what else to tell you, I had a really hard day. No, a hard week. I just wanted a night in. The detective asked, regarding the night of the murder, have you had any contact with Alex recently? Serena said, no, we ended our relationship a few weeks ago, and I haven't had any contact with him since. I was trying to move on and focus on myself. It was important for both of us to establish boundaries and give ourselves space to heal. Did you know where Alex was staying after the breakup? Yes, he knew. Oh, did Alex know where you were staying? Yes, he knew I was staying with my sister. We had discussed it during the breakup. I made it clear that I needed time and distance to find my own path and regain my sense of self. And he respected that decision. Can you think of anyone who might have had a reason to harm Alex? I can't speak for others, but I can tell you that I would never wish harm upon Alex despite our breakup. And then, suspect sobs uncontrollably. And that's when they ended the interview. Yeah, typical.
Women.
Oh, yeah. So, we'll start with her sister, Rose Keller. Serena came home from work around 8 p.m. that evening, exhausted from another long day. We decided to spend the rest of the night together just chilling at home. We snuggled up on the couch, indulging our guilty pleasures of binge watching Netflix and sipping some wine. It was one of those cosy evenings that sisters hope to always have together. Serena had recently ended things with Alex a few weeks prior. She's been crashing at my place ever since. I'm a little relieved about the breakup. I know it might be harsh, but deep down I truly believe Serena is better off without him. She hasn't realised it yet, but I think she deserves so much more. As the night rolled on, we both felt the night catching up with us and decided to call it 11:30. It took every bit of energy she had left to get over Alex, and she was finally moving on when we got the call from the police that evening that Alex had been murdered. She was absolutely devastated and feels like she is back to square one all over again. Let me make one thing clear. Oh, so she's threatening. I know Serena better than anyone, and there is no way she would have or could have murdered Alex.
That's what someone who does murder says.
So this is from, I guess, someone that works with her. On Sunday the 31st of January, Serena and I only finished work at 7:30. We've been working together on a massive order for a new corporate customer who had an event scheduled for the following day. The job was way too big for the two of us, but we somehow managed to get it done. Throughout the workday, Serena did not leave my sight until she left for her sister's house. She thinks it was a good decision. She moved in with her sister, noticed the stress from the business, even the breakup starting to take a toll on her. She hasn't been her usual self. The effort she put in to establish her catering company over the past year has been more than most people could handle. Her dedication to her work is unparalleled, and she has made quite a few sacrifices for the growth of her small business. Yep. Right. Oh wait, there's more. Over the course of the past 6 months, I even noticed a gradual decline in Serena's physical health. The demanding workload or stress from building her company seemed to have finally caught up with her. It was uncomfortable to see her struggle, and I offered as much support and assistance as I could. She seems to be much better in the past week or two. Having known Serena for a few years, I firmly believe that she is incapable of committing a crime like murder. Her character, integrity, and moral values are unquestionable. She is a kind-hearted person who genuinely cares about others and strives to make a positive impact on the lives around her. Your turn.
Kane Briers.
Thanks.
Alright, Mr. Tane. Oh, it's probably Tane. Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah, he's got a little accent on the A.
Spent the entire evening, 5 to 11, working in the kitchen. Unfortunately, one of my cooking staff members called in sick just 50 minutes before their shift. Since we are currently short-staffed, I had no choice but to cover for them myself. He could verify my whereabouts with some of my waiting staff who were working alongside me throughout the evening. Okay, Mr. Briers. Um, So he said it. He says that he was there and to ask a staff member if, his whereabouts. Detective asked him that he took a short break from work at 10 p.m. And Tane said he went outside for a quick smoko, but that was it. Like the rest of the evening, besides Jose, I don't know, Joes, I don't know, Joes.
No.
Yep, he's halfway across the town. Probably another. I don't know. Yeah, couldn't tell you. We were planning on meeting Mr. Jenkins for drinks that evening. Not that evening. I haven't had drinks with Alex at the bar in quite some time. It used to be our routine every Saturday night. Drinks at the bar and watch a game or two. But that all changed when we started the restaurant. A lot of late nights. Oh yeah, bro. They don't tell you about all the holidays and overtime work that goes into the restaurant business. Did Mr. Jenkins pitch in and help? Alex didn't help out too much. Came in every now and then for what I used to call his monthly inspection, but he didn't get his hands dirty. He put in the money and to start the place and some cash here and there to keep it going. I did all the heavy lifting, sweat equity, he used to call it. And yet he held you responsible for the business failing. You do all the work and get blamed for everything going wrong. Had arguments, but they were good. They were brothers since high school. They fought here and there, but there was never any blood between them. Money as a way of bringing out the worst in people. It poisons the relationships. Brothers will turn on brother. If I follow the money, everything points to you, Mr. Briers. I believe you were looking into life cover on Mr. Jenkins.
What?
On Mr. Jenkins' life. Have any suspicions something would happen? I didn't have anything to gain from Alex's death. Not only did I lose my best friend, I would also lose my business. The reason I was looking into life cover is because I couldn't do this without him. I am up to my ears in debt, and I have no money to make the next monthly payments. Alex was the one that kept putting money in to keep the doors open. Now as Mr. Jenkins gone, you can delay bankruptcy and walk away without owing a thing. Without owing a thing, I owe Alex everything. He started this place because he believed in me. No amount of money will ever be worth the cost of losing a friend like Alex. This isn't high school anymore. Alex, who you knew, wasn't the same. He did change. We both did, and we were always like brothers. The restaurant did push us apart these last few months. And I will always wish that it didn't. I have to live with myself knowing that I let him down and that I wasn't there for him. I believe you own a firearm. Ooh, gun. That's right, detective. A member of our ballistics team will run some tests on it over the week. Please don't leave town until I have concluded the preliminary investigation. That is all for now. First person to ask if he has a gun. First person to know that he has a gun. Done it.
You reckon?
Bang.
It's a bit odd that he looked into life insurance.
Mm-hmm.
But the question is, did he have a life insurance policy? And who was the money supposed to go to? Could it have been Serena that got his money, still listed as a girlfriend on his clause? Or the next of kin?
Or the next two females in these witness statements.
Right. Carry on.
Carry on. This is from Tammy. Can't tell you. Who knows? Lives.
I've got it here.
In case you need to know. Calypso Drive.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
Papamoa. I don't know. Couldn't know. If it's not on the map, it's not on the map. My name is Tammy Price. I'm... Okay.
No, carry on.
No. I'm the accountant for the couch potatoes choice.
Ah, see, that's down there.
Yeah, yep. Right there. Good. I want to take a moment to share with you my first-hand account, learn to write, of the recent events that have unfolded at the restaurant. The restaurant is co-owned by two friends, Alex Jenkins and Tane Briers. There is no accent on the A. Tane did it. Alex handles all the financial stuff as a silent partner, while Tane is the one running the day-to-day operations. Over the past few months, we've been dealing with some financial struggles, and it hasn't been an easy ride. Cash flow has been tight, and it's been taking its toll on the business. About a week ago, I was in the restaurant office running a cash flow projection for Alex when I heard voices rising from the back. It didn't take long for me to realise that Alex and Tane were having a heated argument. The argument was about the future of the restaurant, but it quickly took a personal turn. Alex wanted more money out of the restaurant, and Tane was tired of putting in his blood, sweat and tears to keep the place going. The tension between them was palpable, and I did my best to stay out of it, but I couldn't help but worry about how this might affect the restaurant. Little did I know that things would take a tragic turn. I still can't wrap my head around it, and I'm struggling to process this sudden loss. I need to say this though, of course you do. I have no solid proof, but I can't help but suspect that Tane might be involved. Boom, done. It's,
Right.
and it kills me. Kills me to even think about it, but the heated argument and the timing of everything just make it hard to ignore. On the financial side of things, I don't know if the restaurant is going to make it much longer. I don't think I was the only one that thought so. I noticed that over the past 6 months, Alex has been making withdrawals from the restaurant's bank account. I don't blame him. I would also try to recover my investment if I was in the same position. If there's any investigation needed to find out the truth about what happened to Alex, I'll cooperate fully and provide whatever assistance I can.
Thank you, Tammy. Your statement has been very helpful.
Tammy. Last one from Elise Rossi.
You got this.
Thank you. Tane now has an accent, so not off to a good start, mate. Started the shift at 5 p.m. on the 31st. Yep, good. Just making sure. Says 5 p.m. Good girl. Boy. Whatever. 5 on the 31st, just like any other day, he spends so much time in the restaurant that you'd think he lived there. As the order expeditor, I spend the most time with him in the kitchen. Tane has been facing challenging times.
Say expediter. It's the one that grabs the food from the past and takes it out to the...
What did I say?
I don't know.
Okay. Expediter works too.
Yep.
Times with the restaurant, and no matter how hard he tries to hide it, we all know that it isn't doing as well as it used to. We are understaffed, which puts a significant strain on him as he has to step in to cover the gaps. Despite the financial struggles we've been facing, Tane has been putting in extra effort to keep things running smoothly. On the night of the 31st of January, Tane was really stretched. He worked non-stop in the kitchen, preparing every order himself. We had way more orders than usual because of the new advertising campaign, but we all pulled together to make sure we made it through the night with as few unhappy customers as possible. I worked with Tane throughout the night, and we coordinated the flow of orders all evening. Despite the challenges, Tane remained calm and composed most of the evening. We just had one difficult customer send back a steak twice because it was too rare. Tane had a bit of an outburst in the kitchen, but after 10 or 15 minutes smoker out back, he got right back into things. Tane and Alex... Where did he ask? Just double checking something. I believe he took a short break from work at about 10 p.m. Doesn't say. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Into things, Tame and Alex have been best friends since high school, but their relationship has been suffering lately because of the declining business. Alex is a silent partner in the restaurant, which adds another layer of complexity to the relationship. So a few arguments over the last year, but they had a really heated argument the day before the murder. It was clear that the strain on their relationship had reached breaking point. While I cannot speak to the specifics of their disagreement, I do know that it's the worst fight I've ever seen them have. However, on the night of the 31st of January, Tame didn't have time to eat dinner, let alone travel across town to murder Alex and back without me noticing.
There's a little thing here in this article about his murder that says, Mr. Briers, a close friend of Jenkins, tearfully recounted their memories together, stating, Alex was such a caring and compassionate person. He always had a smile on his face and would go out of his way to help others. It's devastating to think that someone would do this to him. Doesn't he say how much of a shitbag Alex is in his whole fucking statement?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, but police records and newspaper articles are...
Yeah, you always sort of romanticise them to look good, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
So, it happened here. Because it says in a newspaper article, right? The tragic incident unfolded late on the evening of January 31st when Jenkins, a dedicated and hardworking individual, was leaving Regular Joe's bar after what appeared to be a normal evening out with friends. So, I thought it was up here, but it's here. You know what's right the fuck across from there? Serena's catering joint.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
But also, so is the hotel.
Yeah.
So,
but like, she left at 8, didn't get to her sister's till 8:30. You know, yeah, a little bit of time in there.
Maybe.
I don't like her, that's why I'm thinking it's her.
I don't know what a real policeman feels like. All that paperwork on their desk.
Yeah. I think it's Mount Maunganui. Sorry if I pronounced that incorrectly.
If anyone from Kiwi... If anyone from New Zealand can confirm...
Also, how would we pronounce that guy's name?
This one?
Yeah, we should Google it.
Don't know, I'm just waiting for it to come up.
Wow, so close. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Might be a bit glary.
Wait for it. Yeah, no, didn't work at all. Ow.
Yeah, the article doesn't really say much.
So we've read everyone?
We've read everybody's.
Okay.
Now we're going to pay attention to where it's all happened.
So
that's where Grayson was. Was down here.
What was over here? So Grayson was down
Grayson
here?
was down here.
Yep.
Roy and the other bloke were up here. And Serena was here. What does that say?
Grayson's house. That fella.
So Grayson's gone all the way from here to here and back again. So he reckons he stayed until midnight at that bar. At the
La Bodega. But sure.
A bodega is it's the name of a corner store in New York, like in yeah, it's like, don't worry.
Okay.
Okay, let me see what time he reckons.
I also feel like this should have something to do with it.
Well, that's just where they both worked. Or he co-owned it. Around 8 PM he decided to go to a bar. So he left around 8 PM according to his wife's statement. Got to the bar around 8:30. Is there anyone you want to look at? What I don't understand, right? His wife's statement says they had an argument. Emotions ran high, we both said things we regretted. He is frustrated at work and sometimes that frustration comes home with him. As the evening progressed, Grayson felt the need for some space and time to reflect. So she didn't really say we had an argument. Oh no, there it is. Had a bit of an argument. But then he says in his statement, don't mention the argument or what I said about Alex to my wife.
Well, unfortunately, but also fortunately.
Yeah.
So there we go. So Brandon also owns a firearm.
Right.
So it could
be
Brandon or Tane.
It's Grayson. Brandon's the set sergeant.
Yep, I knew that. So Brendan and Grayson and Tane both own a firearm, so it's one of these two.
So what does this bullet... Here's a picture of the bullet casing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 9mm.
Yep.
So this... Grayson has a Glock that is a .22 caliber.
9mm. Dang! What'd I say? From the get-go, as soon as we open this thing up, this boy...
Right, okay.
Yep. So that can
but
go
the thing is...
to this...
But he's been in... Okay, hear me out, right? He's got people saying he was in the kitchen the whole night. What if Roy just took his gun? You know? I don't know.
True that.
She doesn't own a firearm.
Okay, neither does he. So, but let's assume that because he took a 15-minute break, which is long enough to go kill someone.
Not when you're up here and the dude's down there.
Yeah.
That's not. Yeah, I didn't pay attention to any of this.
Oh, shut up.
I think you should eat something.
No. Also, his employer, Tane, is down here.
What? No, he...
Employer of the Catch Potatoes choice. This guy.
Isn't he the co-owner of the place?
Oh.
Doesn't it say Alex is a silent partner in the joint he's working at?
Which I thought was...
This is the guy that works at the Mountain View Hotel, Grayson.
Grayson works at the Mountain View Hotel, so does this guy.
Right, I got them confused, sorry.
Okay, so that guy and that guy more or less go together.
But Alex is his silent partner in that hotel. In
the choice
bar
choice
thing.
Yep. But then he died over here at regular Joe's bar.
Yes. So that's way too far for him to go in 15 minutes.
So it was this guy's gun, but then let's just assume that no one else took his gun.
Well, do any of his state witness statements sound dodgy?
Well, yeah, except for that.
I'm not convinced about this Grayson guy. He makes me feel not good. This evidence photo was taken at 6:01. This one at 6:30 and this one at 6:55.
Yeah, right.
What I want to know is what the fuck is that? That little strongbox with something in it.
Oh, that's where all the coins come out from.
Oh, damn.
Yep. I'm assuming so anyway.
It looks like it. You might be right. You are right. Jesus, $1,500 a person for a 3-day, 2-night package. So, is this their new advertising? It doesn't really say anything about daily breakfast, lunch and dinner. Is that what New Zealand phone numbers look like? That's wackadoo. It's like an American phone number.
Must be, yeah. So look, I'm still convinced on this guy.
You think it's that dude?
This guy. And if you're still convinced on Grayson...
I'm not convinced, I just don't like him.
Because...
I actually...
Because one of his, I believe Tammy, says that it is possible that, you know, he killed him.
I don't like this girl. Simply because she's right across the fucking road from where it happened. It's her ex. And her sister is her only alibi. The detective should have asked them what they were watching on Netflix, although it's not the same as what were you watching on live TV, because then you can, Netflix doesn't have a guide where this runs from 8:30 to 9 o'clock, do you know what I mean?
True, but if they both say 2 different movies, I don't know.
Did they pull their phone records? Why don't we have her phone records? I don't know, I just don't like her. So, finished work at 7:30. Finished work here at 7:30, and you reckon it takes half an hour to get across there. Look, there's a Bethlehem.
What would be really helpful on this map is if we had like...
I'm just going to do this because it's confusing me a little bit.
Okay.
So you're set on this guy.
I'm set on this guy for now.
Who had the gun? He's got the 9mm.
He's got the 9mm. So I still reckon this fella.
Damn, I wish there were people in the chat so I could ask them. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, something about him doesn't sit right either.
Just the timing. Still reckon this guy, because all he says in the statement is I went to the La Bodega bar where I had a couple of drinks and stayed from 8:30 p.m. till midnight.
Yeah, but look at his witness statements.
It says, I'm assuming this is from him.
Yeah.
Around 8 p.m. he decided to go to the bar at La Bodega where his uni mates often meet up for drinks.
Yeah.
He never mentioned anything about meeting anyone in his statement.
No, I didn't think he went there to meet people. He just went there because that's where they used to all go to hang out.
Yeah, but there's nothing to say where he may or may not have been between the
Well, there is a
8
witness
PM.
statement from somebody that was at the bar with him.
Back one. That's not what I was looking at.
I really don't think it'd be this guy. Simply because how stupid have you got to be to punch someone in the face and then shoot them the next day? Like, plus also,
I can confirm the account of Grayson Green, a friend of mine who I have known since university. The incident I'm referring to took place on January 31st. I was at the bar at La La Bodega Hotel, a bar that friends and I often visit over weekends. Grayson was also there, as he often joins us for drinks at the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Which means he always goes there, or often goes there with his...
You know what else
friends.
I think is a pretty big deal? She says he brought around for everybody at the table. That's pretty memorable.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good way to get people to remember you were there in the first place and acknowledge your existence. That's my theory. I just don't think it's this guy. His alibis sound good. Yeah, I just... You see, Roy says that Grayson is pretty entitled as well.
Oh, that last part though. But at the same time, this is the only statement from any of his friends to say they was at the bar.
Yeah.
In this last statement, I do not possess any knowledge regarding the details of the murder. My statement is solely intended to corroborate Grayson Green's presence at the La Bodega that night.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of sounds very suspicious to me a little bit. Not gonna lie. And I would also make up something like, yes, he brought around for everybody at the bar to cover his tracks. To say, yes,
I'm here, everybody look at me, look at the generosity. So, yeah.
You know, Grayson, not looking so... Why are you looking so grey, son? Oh, no, that was stupid.
So what do you want to do? Do you want to check and see if they're correct before we go ahead? Or do you want to go blindly in?
Well, I'm still set on this fella.
Yeah.
I reckon if you want, you can... Do you want... Here's a better question.
I think... Yes.
Out of these two?
Nah, because her witness statements are saying she was looking a lot more happy and like calm, I guess, in the last week or two, and the statements were on the second, so that's not enough time to, like, if it was, oh, in the last day or so she's been looking a bit better and feeling a bit better, then you think, oh, maybe because she's just killed him, but because it was a couple of weeks before.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you want to do?
No,
You want to check it, or do you want to just go ahead?
No, we'll just go ahead. We'll see what happens.
Okay. So we think these two are lying about their alibi.
These two are lying.
So which two people are lying about their alibi? Those
Grayson
two.
and Tane.
Right.
Hundo, percento. Don't know where we can put the rest of the stuff.
So pretty far away from them. Anyway.
No, but he lives down here, remember? So he has to go
so
more or
he
less
could
down,
have passed it on his way.
go bang bang, or drive by. Who knows?
Been playing too much GTA.
No.
Okay, you happy to open the next envelope?
Envelope? Yes, I am. Me do, you do.
Me do. You did the first one.
I did the first one. Don't do what I did.
I did it.
Do what I did anyway. Good job.
I'm really good at this. Make me a detective. No, this is the wrong fucking way. It's supposed to be this side.
There you go.
Nailed it. This is a solution card.
Oh.
Would you like me to look at it?
You look at it.
And I'll tell you if we're right or wrong.
We show the camera. Oh, right. Okay, go on.